Craig Quintero first came to Taiwan 31 years ago, and he's since become a leading figure in Taiwan's theater scene. Aside from mentoring students, he also founded the Riverbed Theatre company. FTV reporter Stephany Yang spoke to Quintero to find out more about his career and his latest work.
Performers take to the stage in this new piece, Dreams and Shadows, produced by Riverbed Theatre and Formosa Circus Art. The show combines surrealist aesthetic theater with circus arts and was inspired by writers Jung and Sigmund Freud, as well as surrealist painters Salvador Dali and Rene Magritte. The show guides the audience in an exploration of dreams and reality.
Yeah. So this is a really interesting piece. This is our first collaboration with FOCA, which is a circus company. And so we're combining Riverbed's theater surrealist aesthetic with FOCA's circus style. And so it's this unique combination of thinking about the magical possibilities of performance. And so the title of the performance is Dreams and Shadows. And with this piece, we're really exploring that if we spend a third of our life in a dream state, what if we can bring that dream state to life? And so we don't need to shut our eyes and go to sleep, but it can happen in front of you.
Quintero says this work is the first collaboration between Riverbed and FOCA. Through the show, he wants the audience to see themselves in a new light.
So I'd say that with this, it's less about video elements, it's combining more this surreal image space aesthetic. And so before, we've done a lot of work where the set was a really important aspect of it. And this, it's more really focusing on the physicality of the performers. But it's like, how do we create an experience of the audience in seeing the work that something internally can happen? So it's less about, wow, we're putting on a show, and more about how can we create almost like a mirror. When the audience is seeing the show, they can also see themselves.
Quintero founded Riverbed Theatre in 1998. The theater is devoted to the creation of theater of images, a type of performance that focuses on physical and visual elements to express ideas and emotions. Many topics revolve around Taiwan culture and history.
We formed Riverbed Theatre in 1998, and it's really sort of a different type of theater company, whereas a lot of performances are based on text. So you have a script and you read it, you memorize your lines and you do your performance. We're interested in creating image-based theater, where it's more about these series of moving images or a living sculpture, where it's more abstract, but the audience has its own space to reflect on the meaning of the work. Over the course of 25 years, we've done about 60 performances. We've done large-scale works. 2 years ago, we did a piece here at the National Theater based on coal mining, and so the history of coal mining in Taiwan and those experiences of the people that really were the backbone of the economic surge that went through Taiwan in the 1970s and 80s. We've also done works based on visual artists or poets.
Quintero grew up and attended university in the U.S. He came to Taiwan in 1998 after receiving a Rotary Scholarship. Since arriving in Taiwan, he has dedicated himself to the theater. Over the course of his career, he has written and directed over 50 original image-based performances. The theater group has also collaborated with some of Taiwan's and the U.S.'s most renowned visual artists.
We formed 25 years ago, and so initially I was studying theater as an undergraduate at Tufts University in the States, and I had the opportunity to go to mainland China. I saw some Chinese opera performances. I thought, this is amazing. And then I applied for a Rotary Scholarship and came to Taiwan and studied Chinese opera at Chinese Culture University for a year. And in that experience, I was able to meet a lot of interesting artists, and so 1 year here led to 2 years, which led to I've been here for almost 31 years, back and forth between the States and Taiwan.
Not only is Quintero the artistic director of Riverbed Theatre, he is also a professor in the U.S. and travels back and forth between America and Taiwan.
Yes, I travel back and forth, and so I'm a professor at Grinnell College in the Department of Theater, Dance, and Performance Studies. And I've also done a lot of creative process workshops here in Taiwan. And so it's really an exciting process. Here I've worked with a lot of students who are doing architecture or interior design or animation or graphic design. And so it's really thinking about how we can combine performance through these different mediums, how we can explore performance as this unique form of a total art. I'd say that what's really exciting about the theater community is it's a really embracing community, very supportive. It's a small community, but very tightly knit. And so my advice for young people is, like, if you have a dream, go for it. Reach out to people, go see shows, be supportive of other artists.
Riverbed Theatre has participated in festivals around the world. Having lived and worked in Taiwan for 31 years, Quintero hopes to continue to produce innovative shows and mentor young talent interested in theater. FTV reporter Stephany Yang and Huang Guokai in Taipei.